Welcome, Flow Seeker. It's great to have you here. Please note that some controller buttons are temporarily deactivated for this demonstration. To continue, press and hold your right trigger for 1 second. Before we start, please check that your microphone is properly activated. It will be needed for the humming feature later on. When everything is set up correctly, a green bar will be visible while you make a sound. Realms of Flow is all about calming down and drifting away into deep and soothing states of mind. It uses a combination of stereoscopic video and interactive elements for breathing, mindful listening, playfulness, humming, and frequency entrainment. The sweet spot for visual quality and comfort will always be in the center of the front viewing direction. And due to the nature of stereoscopic video content, the immersion works best if you keep your eye level approximately parallel to the horizon. You can use your right controller to reset the view in order to align the application's front direction with your head's orientation. The distance of the visuals can be adjusted, as well as the perceived depth. You can use your right thumbstick to do so. Let's start with the breathing guide function. There are various modes to control the breathing tempo: automatic tempo, head tilt, controller distance, breathing sound, and belly movement. I will introduce you to 3 of them here. I'll now activate the automatic tempo mode. Try to match your breathing rhythm with the guide. The breath tempo and a variety of other options can later be adjusted in the settings menu. Additionally to the visual focus object, the breathing sounds and particles serve as reference for the timing of in and out breath. Moreover, you can hear a timing indicator sound. You can see that the movement of the video content visuals also reacts to the breathing rhythm. Note that the higher you set the distance, the greater the effect of the breath will be on the movement of the visuals. I have now activated controller mode, which lets you manually determine your breathing tempo with the controller distance. Slowly move your controllers apart from each other and back towards each other. An audio-visual indicator will appear when you have reached the required in- and exhale distances. These distances can later be adjusted in the settings menu. The last breath mode, which I have now activated, will let you control the breathing tempo with your belly movement. For this, you may lie down, place the left controller on your belly, and breathe into your belly as good as you can to lift it upwards. You can use your right controller to reset the view in order to align the application's front direction with your head's orientation. I'll now set the tempo back to automatic mode and activate the next feature, Spatial Sounds, for mindful listening and possibly ASMR. Being receptive to ambient auditory sensations may keep your mind from chattering and unintended wandering. The type and movement of the sounds can be adjusted in the settings menu. Let's activate the next feature, Element of Play. Playfulness is an effective way to enter into a calming flow state. Try to follow the glowing paths with the catchers that adhere to your controller movement and collect the colorful goals. While doing so, remember to breathe in as you are moving your controllers apart, and to breathe out as you are moving them back together. Now, additionally, try to collect the various colorful goals with the catcher that follows your head's rotation. Note that the catcher also moves back and forth with your breathing rhythm. There is no high score to reach here, yet as you progress, the difficulty will increase and the visual effects will evolve. Next up is the humming feature. You can now hear a guiding humming sound on the out-breath. Try to hum in harmony with the sound when breathing out. Great start. You may notice a reverberating version of your own voice. Using your voice can be a powerful and freeing experience. You can start quietly and slowly get louder once you are comfortable. The last feature is frequency entrainment. Entrainment uses binaural beats, brightness and volume modulation in frequencies ranging from 1 to 40 Hertz, which may guide your brain waves and induce different states ranging from strong focus on the present to creative flow and deep, peaceful calmness. Some of the app's functionality can also be accessed with your controller buttons, which are now reactivated. To see an overview of all the available button mappings for the left and right controller, just hold the respective grip button. More detailed settings can be accessed in the Settings menu. Use the Menu button on one of your controllers to open the Settings menu. You can hover over options to get more information about the respective setting at the bottom of the menu. After starting an experience from the Home menu, you will be able to set the session timing options and choose to load previously saved timing and menu settings. Now you can return to the Home menu and start your first experience.
Do you remember, back then, when you just play, completely at ease? You would let your imagination run wild, curious to see what might happen if you just tried this or that. In the course of your life, these moments became fewer and fewer, perhaps without you even noticing. Yet they are so valuable for your entire being. For a moment, nothing concretely wanting, searching, expecting, or having to live up to someone's expectations. Instead, playfully diving into something out of pure delight and curiosity, simply seeing what arises in the process, letting things flow, being completely absorbed in something, forgetting about time, guided by imagination and a childlike urge to explore. All this is valuable and enriching for your mind and soul. But how do you find your way back to this feeling? It is in the nature of things that these fleeting moments are not something that can be forcefully captured. They are like delicate, easily frightened creatures that you can only encounter by creating the space they need to breathe and thrive. Make time for yourself every now and then, without deadlines, obligations, or expectations. Use this time to do what you enjoy or what makes you curious. Detach yourself from judgment. Play for the sake of playing, not to achieve or prove anything. Relish the process, not the outcome. Don't be too critical of yourself or others, and be open to new ideas. Try things you've never done before or that challenge you, to unlock new skills. Visit unknown places. Be willing to be surprised and excited. Connect with your imagination and let your creativity run wild. Paint, write, sing, or dance. Make up stories, characters, or worlds. Imagine how you want to be, or what you want. Paint, write, sing, or dance.
Probiere Dinge aus, die du noch nie gemacht hast. Oder
Imagine how you want to be, or what you want to experience. Connect with your exploratory drive. Ask questions, look for answers. The vastness of the universe is unfathomable for the human mind.
Who are you? Who am I? Why am I here? Where do I belong? These might be questions you ask yourself now and then when you look at your life and the world around. Diese Fragen stellst du dir vielleicht des Öfteren when you look at your life and the world around you.